Greetings, Andrea Krause, Prosecutor of Montcalm County, Michigan. Andrea Krause, what is the specifically stated purpose of the MMMA 2008 law, passed by the people of the state of Michigan? Andrea Krause, did I have a qualifying medical condition, as specifically outlined within the MMMA 2008 Ballot Initiative Law passed by the people of the state of Michigan, to use, possess, and grow cannabis, for a qualifying medical condition? Either I did, or I did not. Which of those binary choices was it? Either I have a well-established medical history showing that qualifying medical condition since 2012, or I did not. Andrea Krause, was I arrested and prosecuted for cannabis use under your direct authority? Yes, or no? Exactly. How did I violate any of my MMMA 2008, Section 8 legal rights of use, growth, or amount possessed regarding cannabis, specifically? Clearly, my case file must demonstrate these violations that I was not within my MMMA 2008, Section 8 rights, right? That would be the only legal, moral, ethical, honorable, and the pursuit of actual justice way you could possibly have used, in order to justify a search warrant, arrest me, and attempt to prosecute me for multiple felonies, regarding my use of cannabis, right? Andrea Krause, you either violated a lot of my legal and medical rights, or you did not. You either have evidence in my case file that I did not qualify for the MMMA 2008 law, because my medical condition did not support that argument, or you do not. Which one is it, Andrea Krause? My case file is what you are arguing to continue to have the legal authority to do against people of the state of Michigan. I ask you, Andrea Krause, is that conduct ethical, moral, honorable, truthful, and the pursuit of justice in your viewpoint? In the court of law, Andrea Krause, does the accused have to prove their innocence, or are the police and prosecution required to show probable cause? Exactly. What was the probable cause used to justify violating my MMMA 2008, Section 8 rights, and Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable search and seizure, Andrea Krause? My actions must have been really bad, and the evidence compelling, in order to justify violating my fundamental rights. Right, Andrea Krause? So, exactly what were these illegal actions of mine, specifically, Andrea Krause? Was my case file an example of justice, or bias, in your viewpoint, Andrea Krause? If you actually have the audacity to claim justice is on your side, please come up with a cost-benefit analysis chart, to the benefit of the legal system's actions, regarding my case, to the actual harm the legal system caused, in those events. Which one is significantly higher, in the harm to society, those actions bring? Is that justice, or a clear example of bias? Is that taking personal responsibility, in your viewpoint? Andrea Krause, did you report to the federal government, that my disability claim should be reviewed, because you had evidence my medical file does not support the claim of chronic cervical pain that several federal judges reviewed and found to be credible? Did you find evidence of fraud on my part? You had to in order to violate my rights, right? All right there, in my case file for all to see, right? The prosecution stated I did not qualify for MMMA 2008, thus, I was committing fraud by stating and claiming chronic pain for disability. Why did the legal system of Montcalm County allow this fraud of mine to continue, if they truly believed I did not qualify for MMMA 2008, Section 8 defense, because I did not have severe chronic pain? You did report that fraud, because that is how certain you were of your claims, to ignore my rights, right? That would be the moral, ethical, honorable, and legal thing to do from anyone in your position, right? Either I had a qualifying medical condition for MMMA, or I did not, right? The law is the law, right? So, Andrea Krause, for justice, you have that information of the fraud I committed, right? I know, I for one, will be certainly eager to see that evidence, as well as the federal disability courts, would be, I would imagine. Did you report this fraud to the federal disability courts, or any other individual, that you clearly had to discover, Andrea? If not, why? Is not reporting fraud in your position moral, ethical, honorable, truthful, and the pursuit of justice for the people of the state of Michigan? What about the fraud that had to have been committed regarding high-dollar insurance claims, because you had information my medical insurance claims were fraudulent as well, right? Did you report that fraud to the various insurance agencies throughout the years, Andrea? What about my doctors, hospitals, pain management clinics, urgent care centers, and therapy workers, who were also either part of the fraud of mine, or I somehow managed to dupe all of them? Did you report this fraud to each of them, Andrea? If not, why? Is not reporting fraud in your position moral, ethical, honorable, truthful, and the pursuit of justice for each of those people? Or is it simply much more likely that you ignored all the above to support your bias, and to punish me for my legal right to medical cannabis, a law that you oppose on the record? So, exactly, how do you explain this lack of morality, ethics, honor, and pursuit of justice, Andrea Krause, if not for bias? Why would someone like you allow such levels of fraud, on my end, go unpunished if your actions were truly in the best interest of the people of the state of Michigan? You had to discover all that fraud of mine to justify your actions, right, Andrea Krause? Otherwise, you had to overlook my entire medical history to attempt to justify your claims of my legal misconduct, which proves Montcalm County violated my legal right to medical cannabis use. So, which scenario does my legal case file show, Andrea Krause? So, Andrea Krause, does my case file show selective enforcement of the law by the legal system of Montcalm County from the police, prosecutors, jail guards, to the judge for bias against cannabis users, or did all of you enforce all the laws equally, without any form of bias? Every single one of you adhered to every single one of my legal rights, right? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I have nothing to hide, as I did absolutely nothing wrong, regarding my MMMA 2008, Section 8 legal right to use, possession, and growth of cannabis for my qualifying medical condition according to the law. Will you now take some personal responsibility, and state for the legal record, how my case file is justice for the people of the state of Michigan, specifically? Will you state for the legal record, how my case file, and the actions taken by the legal system, were ethical, moral, truthful, honorable, and the pursuit of justice for the people of Michigan, specifically? Will you state for the legal record, how the intent of the law, and my legal right to use, possess, and grow cannabis under the MMMA 2008 Ballot Initiative Law, by the people of the state of Michigan, for my well-established qualifying medical condition since 2012, under that same law, was not violated by the legal system of Montcalm County, specifically? Will you state for the legal record, what the conduct of the jail guards did to me while in their custody, was legal, moral, ethical, honorable, and the pursuit of justice for the people of Michigan, specifically? Exactly. When you watch the 26-hour jail videos from multiple cameras, what did you find most appealing about each of those jail guards' conduct, and at what time points, in those videos, Andrea Krause, specifically? Do you condone such conduct, Andrea Krause, by the legal system of Montcalm County? Will you take some personal responsibility, and state for the legal record, why we should allow this conduct by the legal system to continue, within the legal system, specifically? Will you state for the legal record, why the citizens of Michigan should respect this conduct by the legal system, specifically? Will you state for the legal record, why the citizens of Michigan should respect your conduct regarding my case file, and why you should retain your position for that conduct, specifically? And, if you cannot perform these simple little requests, and answers those questions, is that not a sign of willful bias against cannabis, of the legal system, and on your part? Andrea Krause, can you claim your actions regarding my case file were truly in the best interest of the people of the state of Michigan, or your personal bias, and that of those who hold those same negative viewpoints against cannabis? Exactly how much money, to your direct benefit, did you bring in using this methodology, and perversion of justice? Andrea Krause, is that conduct moral, ethical, honorable, truthful, and the pursuit of justice, and worthy of every citizen's respect, not to mention the position that you hold? If the legal system's conduct was none of the above, don't you think that just might be some sort of clue that there is a problem to that conduct? Do you think this conduct by the legal system just might possibly be the reason the people of the state of Michigan are passing ballot initiatives laws to stop this conduct in their name by the legal system? The law is the law, right, Andrea? So, Andrea Krause, why did the police, you, and Judge Suzanne Krieger, clearly violate the law and my medical rights? And, if what you did was not legal, honorable, ethical, moral, or the pursuit of justice for the people of the state of Michigan, will you take some personal responsibility for your actions, and step down from your position, and perform full restitution to all your victims of bias? Or is personal responsibility just for other citizens of Michigan, and not for our police, prosecutors, and judges of the state of Michigan? Wrong is wrong, no matter who performs the deed. In pursuit of justice. Sean Evans, Montcalm County, Michigan.